Okay, so for today's lesson, we're going to kind of look at how to start to create the banner for your homepage of your website and kind of the main advertising piece of this website project that is going to be on the top of your website when people enter the URL. We want to start off with getting some images for the banner, so we're going to open up a Safari web browser here, and I'm gonna create my banner for middle school science. So I'm gonna type in science, go to images, and I'm gonna pick a couple different images. I'm gonna choose this one, full size image. I'm gonna right click on it, save image as, excuse me, and I'm gonna save that on my desktop first. So I'm gonna go save. And I'm gonna go back to the images. I'm gonna pick another one, choose this one, full size image, right click, save image as, desktop. And we'll get one more just so we have a couple different images. We'll go way cool science stuff. Yeah, that will be good for middle school. And I'm gonna save image as on my desktop. Okay, I'll close my web browser now. As you can see, I have a bunch of different images saved on my desktop, and I want to put them into my website folder, and I want to put them in the images section. So I'm just going to click on them and drag them into the images folder. So now I know where all those images are saved. So I'll close that. And now I want to open a Photoshop document. Just wait for this to open up. Taking a little longer than usual. Okay, now that I have Photoshop open, I want to go File, New, and I want to name this. I'm going to name it Banner. And my width, I want it to be 1000, and I want it to be in pixels. Height, I want it to be 200, and again in pixels. And resolution, 96 in pixels per inch. And I'm going to select RGB color. Then I'm going to hit OK. Okay, now I'm just going to open this banner window by just dragging on the bottom right corner, just opening it up, making it full size. Okay, so now that I have kind of the length and dimensions of my banner, now what I want to do, I want to start to put some color on it. So I'm going to go over to the left-hand toolbar here, as you can see, and I'm going to choose this tool called the gradient tool. Okay, so now that I have the gradient tool, I want to make sure I'm on my background, so I'm going to double click on the lock button and I'm going to hit OK. So now my background is unlocked, and I'm going to go back and choose my gradient tool. Okay, and I'm going to stick with the two colors down below, but if you wanted to change your colors, you can go over to this toolbar and you can click on the first one and you can change it to a different shade of blue if you want. And I'm going to keep my background white, but if you want to change your background, just simply choose another color off the scale. I'm going to stick with my white. With the gradient tool, all you have to do is you need to click on your mouse, drag across, and let it go whenever you feel is the right gradient for you. I don't really like that because it's a little too white for me, so I'm going to drag it a little longer, and that looks pretty good to me. You can also drag it from bottom to top or top to bottom, and I'm going to change that up just a little bit more, and right there is pretty good. I'm going to leave it like that. Okay, so now it's time to start putting some of those images I collected into my banner. So I'm going to go up to File, Open, and I'm going to go to my website folder, up to Images, and I'm going to choose the Science logo one first. As you'll notice, it opens in a different kind of page or screen. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to choose the arrow key up in the top left corner here, and I'm going to click on the image and I'm going to drag my mouse all the way over to the page of my banner, and then I'm going to take the image down into that page and I'm going to release the arrow key. Now as you can see, the image is in there, but it's very large. As we want to shrink it down, what you're going to hit is the Command T, or you can go up to Edit and click on Free Transform, which as you can see is also Command T. Okay, now to shrink this image down, I want to go up to the top left corner, hold my Shift key, click on my mouse pad, and just shrink it down. And I'm going to pull it up a little bit, and I see it's still a little too large, so I'm going to hold my shift key again, shrink it down, and that should be pretty good right about there. Yeah, perfect. I'm going to let it go. Now I'm going to go up to the top right of the page here and click the check mark button just to confirm that that's how I'd like that to stay. So let's open up another image, and let's take our last image here. Now that I have that open, I'm going to drag it up to the banner, take it in, release it. Then we go again to Command T to shrink the image down, hold our shift key in, shrink it down so it fits the scale. Perfect. Gonna go up and hit the check key. Alright, so now what I want to do, I want to put a text in here. So I'm going to go over to the left hand side and I'm going to click the text tool. And I'm going to go create a text box just over in the right hand side here. And I want to put it in here. Go middle school science. And I'm going to highlight that text and change the color of it to a yellow. Nice bright yellow. Hit OK. Go up and hit my check mark. Okay, now to get back to my text, I'm going to click on that layer and I'm going to go highlight it. Now as you can see, there's a little text tool up on the top hand, create warped text. I'm going to click on that and I'm going to put a bit of a bulge on there. And I don't like the bulge, so I'm going to go down to shell lower. I'm not crazy about it. Up to flag. Okay, a little better. Alright, so now that I have it, I can click outside there, drag it down a little, and perfect. I'll hit my check mark. Okay, middle school science, so banner. So maybe this is what I want my banner to look like. You can decide, you can use your own creativity. The biggest thing with the banner is you want to have the appropriate images, appropriate text and color so that it meshes with your kind of home page and kind of gives it a bit of an attractive look to start off your project. Okay, so again, the important things here to remember is save the images in the appropriate folder.